Heirs of Slavery, A Little Drama of Today, by Katherine Tillman. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information, or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Dramatis Personae.
Hero, a Negro youth attired as an American citizen. Read by Thomas Peter.
Father Time, an old man leaning on his staff with an hourglass in his hand. Read by Alan Mapstone.
History. A tall, beautiful woman in a robe of purple velvet, with a crown upon her head and an Aladdin's lamp in her left hand. Read by The Story Girl.
Miriam, Jewish maiden in national costume. Read by TriciaG.
Gladiator, a Greek in a Greek garb. Read by Andrew Gaunce.
Virginia, a maid in ancient attire. Read by T.J. Burns.
Anglo-Saxon digger, a man in workman's garb of early English period, yoke around his neck and spade in one hand. Read by Son of the Exiles.
Slave woman, a beautiful Negro woman in a costume of rich, fantastic colors. Read by Availle.
Poesy, a slender girl in a robe of delicate pink and green, flowers in her hair, and a scroll in her left hand. Read by Kelly Taylor.
Art, a girl in dark crimson robe, cream-colored girdle, and roses, which she carries in her left hand. Read by Sonia.
Chorus of singing girls. White robes with long flowing sleeves. Wreaths upon their heads. Read by Devorah Allen.
Stage directions, read by David Purdy. Heirs of Slavery, A Little Drama of Today. Scene, a beautiful wood. A rustic seat appears in the background. Soft music is heard in the distance. Enter Hero.
Tired out with life and colour-blinded men, I'll rest me in the shade of this attractive glen, and think what brought me to this restful place, and of the woes of my unhappy race. Born of a race of slaves, my father paid our ransom, and us freemen made. And when great Lincoln signed the black man free, we northward came to breathe true liberty. And upward ever have we struggled since, our world of snarling critics to convince man's merit on no colour's shade depends. And here and there we found some honest friends. Up from the depths and studious nights I've come. No loud acclaims proclaimed my welcome home. The little children cry me on the street, in taunting words my tingling ears must greet. In marketplace, in courts, and all byways, the Negro hater damns my gates of praise. In every way our foe this thought would teach, manhood in highest forms above the Negro's reach. Then why should I contend when all seems vain? I'm down. Why struggle sore to rise again? My state, my hue, my race, all keep me back from equal chance with others on life's track.
Hero sinks down on seat and falls asleep. Enter Father Time.
Hot-blooded youth must have some time to cool. I'll patience have with this misguided fool, and flag his spirits with historic wine, till light upon his struggling soul shall shine.
Time stamps on ground. Enter History.
History, thou glittering torchlight of the age, my idle whims must for the time engage. Show to this youth of sunny Afric race what other nations have been made to face. Discouraged by his seeming sad young fate, teach him himself at proper worth to rate, disadvantages proudly to despise, and to the utmost heights, in spite of all, to rise. For I have been ere since existed man, and e'en before, and I know his race can prove to the world, despite their lowly birth, of one blood hath God made all nations of the earth.
Thy wish my law, O Father Time. Man's history in every clime I keep alone, and he shall see some other heirs of slavery.
History rubs lamp. Enter Miriam.
Upon the Nile we have laid our pretty boy, our little Moses, of our hearts the joy. Oh, woe to us, proud Egypt's daily scorn! Oh, woe that e'er an Israelite was born! Abused and scourged, with backs kept raw, we now must make bricks without straw.
Miriam goes out weeping. Enter Gladiator.
Alas, that I, a freedom-loving Greek, must now of shameful ignominy speak. Rome's wretched slave, I at Nero's behest must stake my life, strength against strength must test. Mid scenes of slaughter all my days are sped. When shall I reach the realms of the dead? The gods attend my unpropitious life, and grant this day may end its bloody strife.
Gladiator goes out. Enter Virginia.
A slave! O Venus here! I'm Marcus's slave. O dark the hour that birth unto me gave! O Father, haste Virginia's cries to hear. O haste thee, and relieve Virginia's nameless fear.
Virginia rushes out. Enter Saxon.
Neath Norman yoke the Anglo-Saxon bend, their homes, their lives upon their lords depend. Sad to relate, 4 oxen equal all the value of the life of an unhappy thrall.
All gone, my children gone, and I am left alone, all auctioned off for gold. May curses deep untold fall on this slavery's cursed mart that tears me from my own apart.
Slave woman goes out weeping. Enter Poesy.
I inspired song of Miriam's heart when Jordan's waters rolled apart. I guided David's gracious song and dwelt with patient Job's full long. From classic hills of Greece and Rome, Homer and Sappho's strains have come. In England Shakespeare's soul I filled, till he the passing years had stilled. Longfellow and Whittier well I loved, their poet hearts 'gainst wrong I moved. And I have not forgotten thee. The Negroes' harps of minstrelsy shall ring with strength throughout the land, till laurel-crowned thy poets stand.
Poesy remains standing over Hero. Enter Art, who scatters roses over Hero as she speaks.
Egypta, Rome, and mighty Greece, the fabled land of golden fleece, their marble pillars, temples grand, despairing joy of every land, the painting of old masters great, the works of men ancient and late, are due to art's inspiring love. And now thy petty fears remove, I love thy bright warm-hearted race, and high over all thy name shall trace.
Art steps behind Poesy. Enter chorus of singing girls, who form a circle around Hero and chant.
Arouse, O youth, from thy slumber deep. Too long have ye lain in enchanted sleep. Arouse to conquest, great and vast. Arouse, for thou the power hast.
All leave. Hero starts up and yawns.
In faith, I've had a long and curious dream, for it somehow to me in sleep did seem I saw Semitic slaves 'neath Hamite rule. Romans and Greeks I saw in slavery school. And much do I despise my childish speech. If we to loftiest heights aspire to reach, we must both toil and suffer. 'Tis the way all nations conquered in the heated fray. Allen and Douglas shame my sorry plight. To Saint and Dumas star my gloomy night. Resolved am I no little part to play. Upon our night must dawn a fairer day. I'll do my best, proving where'er I can, despite his skin, a man is but a man.
Curtain falls. End of Heirs of Slavery, A Little Drama of Today by Katherine Tillman.